On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 22 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Second and 4. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 2nd and 3. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Bear. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st down, here's Love. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, Benedict. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, Fields. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Bryce Love with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yep. My game.
Now back to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Got it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Check 55, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, Zoo. 55, Mike. Go. Let's get that ball right here. Mike, 55. Hey, seam six. They go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. Ready. Pittsburgh. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You gonna see me? You ready? You gonna see me?
He can run for it, and he will. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. $49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Matchbox light. Now.
2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Get him. Get him. Get him. Fire.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Slam, slam, slam. Look at me. Go, go. Sit up. Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Going to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Fields. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here we go. Mark 55. Now.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give
Yes, yes.
me that ball, defense. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch it, 5.
Too little, Cupcake.
Check 13. Check 13.
He's checking. Hey, lock it. He's checking. Crash. Clear.
Check 9, check 9.
Check 4, check 4.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ready up. 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Ready, ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch, switch.
Going to give it to Love. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Bryce Love on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Titans nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one and he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Nick Bosa, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
14-yard line.
Ready, set. Mike, hey. Cut, cut, cut. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Shift, watch the shift. Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
53, Mike, it's free. You got block, Lee. He's coming, upside. You got double up.
From the gun, Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down. At the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second and 2. Going for the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Leo!
On first down, McFarland. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's second and 8. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest. Every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Here we go. Hey, eat. Let's pick it up. It's our time. Let's get off the field. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing on first down. Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works? Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check. Lucky.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go. 30 base.
55 to Mike. You're not ready.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
55 is my guy, 55. Come on, boy.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Motion.
Again, it's Cook. And some room to run now. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 19-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Let's get it. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benedict able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Check it out, Reed. Under 10.
They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Not much room here as he only gets into about the 30.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
30-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Charlie. Fight.
Watch the run.
Ready?
Now this time he'll look to throw. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This quarterback now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Check 26, check 26. Check.
Hard. Check go.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
We got a seal. Here we go.
Buzz.
Who there? Mike 9. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man there is Malone. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. A try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
Makes the score Niners 28. Titans.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch the block, motion, block. It's 3, kill, turn up. Right there, 54, right there.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. It's going to be a long day.
Off the play fake. Fields. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Love. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
53, Mike 53. Coming to you, coming to you.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 21 yards. And a 49er first down.
Set, hut. 360 on. 3, Mike. 80 weapon.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Share.
On first down, Benedict. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go. Set. Blitz you out long. Watch 54.
In your face.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about